25 basis points, you can buy $50,000 less of a house on average for the average American. If you're rich, of course, you can afford to pay more on the stuff.
Yeah, you can put more money down.
Correct.
But banks use formulas,
right?
What they call debt to income ratio.
Yep.
And most of the time, for a bank to loan you money on a house particularly, not a commercial property, but a house, they want you to have what they call a 1.25 debt to income ratio, which basically says that like about 25% of their income is going to go towards this house. Yeah. Now, on a commercial property, they don't look at you personally so much. They look at the property itself. That's why they have a net operating income, to look at what the property would perform at, regardless of the money down or the kind of debt you can get.
Right.
So in this scenario, the baby boomers are scared and they're taking action in this way, and you think it's affecting things in a larger way.
It's affecting everything. I mean, like the other day they were saying that like it was the millennials' fault why we have inflation. That's not the case at all. It's because we've just hit the biggest hump now. We're in 2022, and we have just about the average boomer being 65 years old.
Right.
This year. That's the big structural difference that's going on right now in the world, is that we have demographically, we have baby boomers all retiring. Any baby boomer who has money has a 401k. Guess what they're not doing? They're starting to retire now, not work. They're not putting money into the system anymore.
And even if they did retire, whatever they would be getting back is worth less and less and less every day, which would make them or force them to go back into the workplace, because the money that they're receiving is not going to cover the groceries anymore.
Right.
If they have their house paid off. If they're not in a fucking apartment where the rates go up. We got a message the other day that we could buy this particular place for right at $1 million.
Right.
And dude, I'd say this thing's 1,400 square feet, this apartment.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that if we stay, the rents are at least going to go up $300 to $500.
Yeah.
So if you're 65 and you're expecting to get this certain amount of money out, and you're expecting to live this certain kind of life, and everything's going through the roof, because I think we all agree.
Yeah. I
was talking to George Gammon about this at Rebel Capitalist.
Yep.
Yeah, it says 8, it says 9, but it's really double that.
Right. Yep.
So you can look at the CPI and they can tell you what it is, but really in a lot of ways it's more. Can you speak to that at all?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're right now the CPI is 9.1, right? And basically with the consumer price index, right? All it is basically milk, eggs, maybe car insurance.
Right.
What's the average car payment in America?
The basics.
The basics,
right?
Which they manipulate and control.
Right.